Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Chris, please?
This is Chris. Who's calling?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. How are you?
Who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show?
Radio show.
Yes, it's a morning radio show.
What are you calling about?
I'm calling you because you recently went out with one of our listeners, and they emailed me and asked if I could get you on the phone and ask you a few questions. Her name is Meredith.
Okay.
Well, Meredith emailed me and talked about your date a little bit, and she said that you had to leave early, and you haven't gotten in touch with her since, and she was kind of wondering why.
She actually said that?
Yeah, she told us about your date. She said that she met you at the vet clinic she works at. You were bringing in your dog, and she thought you were really cute, thought you were cool, and was really looking forward to going to dinner with you, but when you showed up at the house, you kind of were there for a minute and then told her you had to leave.
Yeah, it was just a strange situation.
Okay. She did mention that you told her you had deep nophobia, a fear of dinner parties.
I can't believe she told you all this.
Yeah, we talked to her for a little while about your date. And I'll be honest, from my perspective, it sounds like you made that up to get out of a date. Is that true?
You know, it's a condition.
So you are deep nophobic. Is that the right way to say it?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
It's a real thing and you have it, or you just know it's a real thing and you use it to get out of dates?
No, it's a real thing.
Yeah, but you're not answering the question.
No one's debating.
Do you have deep nophobia for real, or did you just make that up for an excuse to get out of your date? Like, if you're lying, it's cool. I'm not going to judge you for it. Just tell us.
Okay. Fine. Yeah. I just needed to get out of there. It was really,
I knew it.
How did you know deep nophobia? Like, how did you choose that of all things?
well, I was super uncomfortable there, and I pulled out my phone. I Googled phobias, and I was looking for a social phobia. And literally, that was the first one on the list.
I feel
awesome.
like I'm pissed at you right now because I gave you the benefit of the doubt, and now it just turns out you're a big liar.
He's smart. He's not a liar.
He's a liar.
No, I'm not lying. It's a real thing. It's a fear of dinner conversation.
Yeah, that's not the liar part.
You lied
dumbass.
to Meredith, though. You lied to the girl that you went out with, telling her that you had this. Why would you need to do that?
Well, I would say she wasn't completely forthright with me. I'll just put it that way.
So she lied to you about something?
Yeah, we were supposed to hang out, right?
Okay.
Like her and I.
Yeah.
And it was just, it turns out that was not what happened.
Weren't you guys supposed to meet up at her place and then go to dinner by yourself? That's what she told us.
That's what she led me to believe, but once I got there, I could see there was something else on her mind, and I'm not that kind of person, really.
What are you talking about? You were upset because she was giving other people attention in a party or something?
No, I'm just not into group sex.
What? Wait, what did you just say?
Dude.
What?
You're not into what?
I don't do that. I've never done that.
Why do you think that she was wanting to have group sex with you because there was some girlfriends over at her apartment?
It was pretty clear. If you were there, you would have seen. And
Really?
It was really blatant. There were girls giving each other back rubs and sipping wine and being really touchy-feely with me in a way, touching my forearm,
Okay.
Really?
times in conversation.
So you feel like she catfished you into having a group thing with her and a bunch of friends?
Yeah, and I'm just not the orgy type of guy. I just needed to get out of there. I'm more traditional.
Are you sure that you aren't reading into things a little too much and she didn't just have some friends who were hanging out?
It became abundantly clear, one thing after the other, and I was getting these looks, and the girl came over and was like, "Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Have you seen the tour yet? Have you checked out the bedroom?" And it's like, what?
Dude, you are jumping to conclusions. This sounds like a normal evening with girls. You're saying that a girl touched your forearm and asked if you had toured the house, and suddenly that to you means group sex.
Well, it was multiple touches on the forearm, and I've got to say, she wasn't the only one.
Oh, my gosh.
And, I mean, they kind of look like porn stars.
That's completely insane. I knew he was a liar, but I didn't know he was like a creeper and a weirdo and completely delusional.
Hey, Chris, that's Meredith. She's actually on the other line listening.
What the hell is going on?
Meredith was listening to that whole conversation and apparently doesn't agree with you that she was about to have a huge orgy with you and her friends.
You have a very vivid imagination, Chris. You're delusional. It was just me and my friends hanging out.
You know, if it was me, I would probably want to deny it publicly as well.
So, Meredith, did you hear the picture that he painted?
Yes, I knew he was a liar. I didn't know he was like completely deranged. Thank you, because I've never heard anything like this.
So you weren't inviting
hang out.
You weren't inviting him over for some kind of ambush group sex party.
Absolutely not.
Well, what was all the touching about? I mean, your friend asked me to tour the bedroom like I've never seen a bedroom before. I know what that means. I'm not an idiot. I wasn't born yesterday.
Oh, my God, Chris. It is very normal for people to give you a tour of their apartment the first time you're there. And I don't appreciate you calling me and my friends porno stars or whatever you said. That's really rude. My friends were all nice girls.
Oh, I can tell. They're super, super nice. And if I stayed, they would have been even nicer, I'm sure.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Meredith, did you know that he was such an idiot when you agreed to go out with him?
I had no idea.
You guys might think I'm an idiot and say I'm crazy, but I just call it like I see it, and that was a pre-orgy meeting.
A pre-orgy meeting.
I think you're
What does
getting
that
for
even
leaving.
mean?
I didn't even know those existed.
I didn't, yeah. Chris, for somebody who seems to not like orgies, you seem to know a lot about them.
No kidding.
I could smell it as soon as I walked through the door.
All right, well, I do have to ask the question, Chris,
my
would you
God.
like to go out with Meredith again on a second date? We will pay for it.
No.
All right.
No, it is not my thing, but I am sure that you can find somebody who's going to suit your needs and participate in all that freaky sex party stuff.
Gross.
There you go,
Gross.
Meredith. There's still hope for you and your friends.
Ugh. Disgusting.